Hey, welcome. Elaine Marolakos Edelson here with Astrology Mojo and Transformational Astrology. I want to help you get your mojo back. It is Saturday, and we are in the energy of a full moon new moon in Virgo. I don't know what the antics are with the hands. Anyway, I'm just adjusting my screen here. Okay, so, hey, Leah's here, Dean's here, and I want to talk about being empathic. But before that, I just want to say thank you to and I had a list, and that's what was distracting me. I was looking for my list. All the people that are now joining me and you on this journey in transformation, especially in Canada as well. I want to welcome Ontario, Nova Scotia, British Columbia, Quebec, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba to the fold. Welcome. Welcome. Yay. Hooray. Thank you for being here. Hey, Sasha's here too. Hoorah. All right. We are, oh my gosh, these long weekends sometimes they throw me because my entire world is a weekend. I never know what day it is. Ellen's here too. Pisces, Sun. Scorpio, rising. Leo, Moon, me too. Leo, Moon, give me a hug. You need a hug. Ooh, I've got like the universe on my sleeve. Angels on my shoulder. Hooray. All right, we're talking about being empathic and the telltale signs of being empathic. But first, let me know that you're here. Come join me. Say hello. I'm going to take a sip of the universe and just get organized. I love magic. I'm not a magician, but I love the idea of magic. And so when I can drink the galaxy and really feel it, like feel the trickle down effect, I'm so happy. All right. Well, we've got an exciting show today. We are talking about empathy. And I want to make a distinction. We're going to unlock the... I was originally going to do 10 signs that you're an empath, but I think I kept going because there are so many. Okay. And, but the key signs of knowing that you're an empath and the 5 things that you can do to harmonize that information, your sensitivity, your squishy, lovey self. Hey, Shada, happy to see you today too, Earth Angel. That's a song. Okay. And if it's not, I just made one up. All right. Pass it on. Let people know that I am here Monday, Thursday, and Saturday, barring any divine intervention or angelic party that I might be attending. Let people know that I'm here. Okay, so we're in the new moon in Virgo. And it happened yesterday, but today, and this is evergreen information. So even though you might be listening to this in a replay, and it's not a new moon in Virgo, the key signs that you're an empath are evergreen. All right. So sympathy, let's talk a few distinctions. Sympathy basically is showing kindness and compassion, right? For a person's situation. Oh, you got a flat tire on the way to work? That's happened to me. You'll be okay. You know, you want a donut? I'll get you a cup of coffee. That's sympathy. You feel, you feel. Empathy is you feel what the person is feeling. And sometimes you're seeking a remedy for it. And sometimes you can't let go of it. All right, so that's the distinction between sympathy and empathy. But, how do you really get clear? How do you really know if you're an empath? A lot of people will write to me and say, Elaine, I think I'm an empath. Does that mean I'm psychic? Okay, let's just clear something up. Being psychic intuitive, clairvoyant, clairsentient, clairaudient. These are all versions of the same thing. And if you're an empath, you're already in a feeling state. You're already sensitive to everything that's going on. But there are some very distinct signs that you are a full-fledged empath. And once you know this, then we can harness the boundaries that are necessary to help you function in the world. And then, if you want to, utilize your intuition, your psychic abilities, your clairvoyance, your sensitive self, your clairaudience, your clairsentience, to help yourself and others solve problems or to feel more at home in their bodies. Or you can go to the extreme and keep going like I have because, born empath, just, it was hard to breathe, feeling everybody all the time. You make a profession out of it, but you got to have boundaries. Yeah. Okay. So what are these signs? Who else is here? Becky's here. Hi, Becky. And hey, girl. Hey. Hey, girl. Hey. Sasha's a Pisces sun, Aquarius moon, and a Gemini rising. Superpower is your empathy. All right, so here are the signs, without further ado. Here are the signs that you're an empath if you feel bad or so moved by people, no matter who they are or what they've done. You might see an old man walking down the street and your heart hurts. That's empathy. And you don't know what to do about it. And there isn't anything you can do about it. It's just feeling what the world is. Okay, number 2, you say yes to others before you say yes to yourself. All right, how many here? Hands raised. How many here do that? I do. Right. Okay, number 3, you give at the sake of yourself. Let's all take a deep breath. We don't need to be doing that anymore, right? Okay. Number 4, to know if you're an empath, you sense things before they happen. You feel the currents of transformation. You just feel the energy moving through you like a storm. Number 5, you have guilt if you don't care for others, including animals or plants, even if it's not your job. You feel, I feel so bad. I can't leave the house. The dog is old. That's what I'm going through right now. I can't go away. The dog is old. What if something happens? What if she can't, get on the couch? I just like, that feeling bad is really predominant in an empath. Number 6, you take responsibility for other people's actions. So what does that mean? What does that look like? Okay. You have a friend who is dating someone and, that's another sign. We'll get to that. But you have a friend who's dating someone and that's not a really great relationship. And you give them advice and they follow that advice and it doesn't work. Okay. So you feel responsible. That's okay, right? That's natural. Then you have a friend who is in a relationship and it's not a great relationship and you give advice and they don't take your information. You still feel responsible. You still feel responsible that they're not listening, that they're not changing, that they're not growing. So you hang on and you try to help them over and over and over for years and years and years. Are we tired yet? Let me just check in, right? You take responsibility for other people's actions when they need to get up by the bootstraps and make a difference for themselves. Not always easy, right, Sasha? Oh, those are cool hands. Guilty as charged. 4 out of 4 so far. Okay. Sasha says, me at work when people leave the water running or throwing plastic in the wrong waste bin. You feel hurt by it. You know what I used to do? And I'm very conscious about this. We empaths could relate, right? In our post office, when the post office is closed, the outer doors are open so you can still go in and get your P.O. box. You can check your mail. They have a long counter and they have a garbage can right next to a recycling bin. And I will see people take their stuff and put it in the garbage can. And at first, I did this once. At first, I went over and I took the stuff out of the garbage can and I put it in the recycling bin. And then I stopped and I thought, why am I taking responsibility for someone else's choice? And how arrogant of me. That was their choice to throw it away instead of recycle it. That was not my choice. So once I became aware of that, I thought, okay, empathy can border on arrogance, but only because you care so much. And it hurts, like life hurts, right? We get it. Okay. Shannon says, hi, Shannon, welcome. LOL, yes, I certainly am an empath. Thanks for joining us. Welcome. Vicky says, taking responsibility for someone else's action is codependency. No, it can be. Absolutely. And so many empaths are codependent because they can't stop. This is the stem. Codependency is the action and the definition. Where it stems from is empathy. And, okay, they had a rough night. This is my past, way long ago, way over 35 years ago before I knew Dean. Okay, he's got 3 jobs. He came home. He got drunk. He's really tired. I'll do his laundry. Yeah, it's all right, and we weren't married, okay? I'll do his laundry. And then that became a habit. And it was like, well, where's my laundry? Well, it's like, oh, I didn't get to it. I'm so sorry. I was busy. I had stuff to do. And then I wrote out the bills and, I did all this stuff. And I did the food shopping and cooked the food. And I'm so sorry I didn't get to your laundry. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Do I need to clean my glasses of life? Am I not seeing things clearly? This is what an empath does. So yes, Vicky, codependency is a part of empathy. Boy, did I change. Whee! Okay. Can't fix them all. No, you can't. Can't fix anybody. Okay. Another sip of the universe just to get my equilibrium back. Okay. Where was I? Number 7, you have strong, either religious or spiritual beliefs. Number 8, you have the potential to see beyond the veil. What's the veil? Into other people, into other worlds. So those are those of us who can sense something and we see something, and sometimes we don't understand it, but we grapple with, what do I really believe? And it's more than just what's in front of me. Now, not to say that every empath is a practicing intuitive. Some empaths are ministers because they care so much about people that they can't, but they have a fixed religion, or they have specific guidelines on how to conduct their lives. So it's not just a metaphysical explanation of a person. I met a gal who, when my mom was passing away, she came in through hospice, Reverend Gwen. I love Reverend Gwen, okay? She's amazing. She asks questions. She cares. She's clearly a very religious woman. But, she said to me, I read your astrology. I'm the author of the Sedona Monthly Magazine's, National Magazine's Intuitive Astrology column. And she said, I read your astrology column. I'm so honored to meet you. It's so amazing. Thanks for all the work that you're doing. So she's a very open gal. And she's very empathic. So you can be in any walk of life, but I do find that a lot of empaths either lean toward religion or spirituality. Okay, so where else are we? Number 8. That was, you have the potential to see into other worlds. Okay. And number 9, you shy from large crowds. Or when you're in a large crowd, you can't help but stay awake all night because you're so revved up and you're so, I call it disturbed. It's such a vulnerable feeling to go out to a large event, a concert, a play, a dinner party, an event, whatever's happening. And then to come home and I'm kind of wired. And then I feel so vulnerable, as if I'm raw, as if I'm turned inside out and I can't stop it. So what I do is I meditate, I get quiet, I'll watch a comedy show, I'll find a routine, something that helps me, and then I'll take my L-theanine or my ashwagandha, and that really helps to calm things down. So large crowds are tough for empaths. Okay, number 10. I was going to do top 10, ta-da, but I'm going to go for 15. Okay, how's that? How about 14? We'll just 14. You have more physical or emotional ailments, especially after taking on people's responsibilities. All right? How many people can relate to that? I literally helped my sister give birth 27 years ago, and then an hour later, I gave birth. It was the same, bearing down. I had, it was, wow. I gave birth, and it was like, wow. I just took that all on. I took on that entire delivery process. That was that was like a sneak peek into my own future. Helped me to prepare, didn't it? Okay, it actually did. Okay, number 11. You experience at least one form of anxiety or affliction for a short period of time. Could be a little bit longer than you'd like, such as vertigo or fear of night driving or fear of highway driving, or in other words, overwhelmed by motion, okay? AKA debilitating fear. So this kind of fear is gripping and it's paralyzing. And then you're expected to function in an everyday life in a traditional world setting. It's not always easy, right? Who can relate? Raise your hand. So Sasha agrees. Yeah, 2 right, says Becky. And Sasha says, I've become so vulnerable and exhausted from large crowds. It's okay. Don't go. Small. Just keep it small and keep it simple. Christine says, in large crowds, I turn to my Aquarius moon sign to unplug. Yeah, and that can help a lot because then you can detach, which is very clever. But you got to make sure you detox when you come home. Okay. Now, number 12, you give so much to others. Now, this is an interesting one, and I had to really, because when I came up with this list, I had to think of the people that I knew, my clients, family, friends, my own experience, who are empaths, and what happened to them in the world. Not just everything we've already talked about, but we identify with, it's kind of like building up a resistance toward caring about the world at large. It's not that you don't care, it's just that you spend so much time giving to your present situation, and everything goes to, your own child or your spouse or your sibling or your pets or, the people at work that you care for if you don't have an immediate family, and you have nothing left. There's nothing left. So it's like the world is doing their thing and you're like, I can't. I'm done. Tapped, right? So you got to be careful of that. Now, 13, you identify with the victim's voice and then rationalize your needs through it. Do ya? Yeah, we got to detach a little bit more. I think so. Time for a sip of the universe. What's in it, you ask? Chaga tea, which is it's not actually a mushroom, but it's a fungi that grows on the side of trees that is great for healing your body on any level. And lungwort tea and jasmine green tea and sencha tea, all combos. They're great antioxidants. And I start my day with them. Okay, moving on. 14, not the happiest one either. If you're an empath, you might have a thyroid issue, a weight issue, a lung or digestion issue, or overall body issues of appearance, where you obsess about something about your body. So you're all these things, right? At some point in your life, until you recognize that your sensitivity is a gift, right? That you are worthy, that having boundaries, boundaries, which is so important, is healthy, and that you have a great amount of power and that you can use that power to affect real change, right? Real change. And above all, you know that you feel everyone, but it's not your job to care for everyone. That's the maturation point an empath comes to. You have to. So if you're just joining us, and I'll check in the comment box, we're talking about the top signs. Turned out to be 14. Thought it was going to be 10, but I just kept going. That you're an empath, and now the 5 things that you can do to harmonize your energy. But first, let me check in with people. How's everyone doing today? Lucky number 13. Hi, Laurie. Shannon, we are all being deeply called to step out of a victim consciousness right now. That is so true. And so that means recognizing these. If you have 4 out of 14, you're an empath. If you have more than 4, you're a walking empath that really needs to have boundaries, right? If you are a practitioner and you're an empath, which most likely is the case, then that combination, then you really need to step out of any kind of victim or taking on your client or patient's information and holding it. Right? Body dysmorphia and dysphoria. Yeah, exactly. So Becky says, you are the best. What are these? Thank you. That is so sweet. Where do you get these little emojis? Those are fun. Christine says, this new moon really switched my energy. I feel completely different this morning. In a happier way, more productive, fastidious, detailed, organized, we're hoping. All right, how to remedy if you are an empath. How to harmonize your energy. Okay, here's some things you can do. 5 things you can do. Number 1, I want you to measure your giving with allowing and receiving in percentages on a daily basis. Daily basis. So you have to catalog for yourself and write it down. Oh, so today let's start with yesterday. Yesterday I gave to the world, could be your family, your friends, your plants, your animals, work, the PTA, doesn't matter. I gave fill in the blank. 72%. The rest was for me. All right. Today, I'm going to balance that a little bit better. Today, I choose to give, not am giving because you want to stay present. I choose 50-50. Let's keep it at that. All right. So measure daily the percentages that you give versus what you allow to come back your way. All right. Once you do that, you create a mindset that's, oh, okay, I need a little bit more time for me, a little me time. Okay, practice saying no. Okay, yeah, that's a given, but without defense or without explanation. No, I'm really sorry. I want to take the kids to soccer, but I have to go to the supermarket first. And I have to fill a prescription for my grandfather, and then when I get back, I may not have the time because then I have to start we're doing a potluck dinner for. You don't need to explain yourself. You just don't. I can't. I'm so sorry. Perhaps next time. Check in with me again. I do want to help. Things like that. All right. Number 3, how to remedy and organize yourself into a harmonized energy position. Physical exercise, believe it or not. Is that a shocker? Are you shocked? Physical exercise. Let's get physical. Okay. Helps you to move your energy, but it also helps you to focus on your own body and to become more positive because of all the endorphins that you release. So it's key, daily. Walk. Just walk for 30 minutes. Lift some weights. There's lots of shows on YouTube. There's Body Groove. You can do a little dancing with Misty, or there's Beachbody, or there's all kinds of, there's a gym, whatever. Something that you can do to move your energy gets you centered in your body, and then you focus more on what? Let me hear. Your needs. Yeah. You. Mm-hmm. Next. Okay. Be present and honor your boundaries. Please. Stop giving when you know it's time to stop. All right? And the big number 5, if people aren't asking for your help, don't offer. It's so simple. Bite your tongue. Give it up. And trust that their needs are met just like your needs are met by a benevolent universe that dwells at the epicenter of every cell, of every particle, including you. Not your actions, right? Other people's universes do not dwell at the epicenter of your actions, but the universe does. So let it go, please. But this implies trust, okay? This implies trust, and I want you to trust. So if you're just joining us, we just covered how to know if you're an empath and the 5 things you can do to harmonize your energy. How is everyone today? How was that? Did that help? Was that beneficial? I hope so. Let me know. Oh, Becky says stickers for those smiley things. Cute. Okay. This is a big weekend, right? Because we're expected to have big barbecues, go out, get in with the crowd, battle the traffic, have that, make the most of your day off. Because if you don't, you're going to go back to work, back to your Tuesday, and it's, you will have wasted. No, you're not wasting any time. My friend said to me yesterday, hey, what are you going to do this weekend? I said, in Sedona, this is the weekend everybody comes up from Phoenix. Either they've just gotten off a plane or they're coming up from Scottsdale area, and I can't get across the street. So I already went food shopping last week. We're home. We have movies, we have each other, we have games, we have music, we have silence. I'm so excited. Right? Let me just check. Okay, everybody's good. So you can listen to this in the replay if you're just joining us, and if not, please subscribe. I'm going to put a link in. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel where we're posting more and more videos. And let me post this link and share the love. Let me move that. And let me put this right here in the comment section. And, you can also, if you have not yet gotten your birth chart, you can get your birth chart at Astrology Mojo. No, I'm not. That's not right. astrologylifechart.com. And I'll put that link in there too. And once you do get your chart, you'll be taken to a page where you can watch the video I made specifically for your sun sign, which is really awesome. There it is. How's that? Did that work? It did. Hooray. Okay, well, I am coming back on Monday, even though it's Labor Day. I'm still sticking to my routine. And I'm going to be, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about yet. What would you like to hear about? Let me know in the comments section while I take a sip. And I'm going to pull a card. I'll pull a happy card as I wrap things up. What would you like me to talk about on Monday? What would serve your needs the most? What would help you? A big gulp of love. All right, I'm going to pull some happy cards. I'm calling in benevolent light beings, angels, starseed, passed on loved ones, all that can help us with setting boundaries, with being an empath, and with harmonizing our own energy with being an empath. So let's see what we get. Oopsie. I keep hitting the microphone. Oh, whoops. 2 stuck together. All right. Ooh, the 2 A's. Number 1, that is trippy. That is attraction. Law of attraction. All right, let's talk about that for a second. And the second one is attention. Attention, all empaths. I want you to be really aware of what you attract in your day-to-day lives. What do you attract? Is it anything that is neutral to positive? If it is, awesome. If it's anything neutral to negative, not so awesome. So all the things that we just covered, and let me recap them very quickly. I know there are a lot, but I will recap them. If you are able to put your attention on your attraction, what are you attracted to and what are you attracting? Are you attracted to chaos? What? Are you attracted to peace and calmness? Are you attracted to things that give you joy? So let's move more toward that, because wherever your attention goes, that's what you're going to manifest. That's what you're going to manifest and get more of. So let's focus on putting your attention on things that attract joy, peace, benevolence, laughter, happy good times. So I'm just going to recap. Oops. I'm just going to recap very quickly, knowing what to do about your empathy. Okay. Measure your giving and receiving in percentages daily, and then make adjustments. Practice saying no. That's number 2, without defense or explanation. Number 3, physical exercise helps you focus inward, increases endorphins, makes you happy, more self-focused, healthier for what? Boundaries. Number 4, and stop giving when you know it's time, okay? So set those boundaries. You know when it's time to stop giving. And then number 5, if no one is asking for your help, don't offer. And you need to start trusting. That's a trust issue, that your needs are met and so are theirs. All right. So have a beautiful rest of the weekend. Let me just check in with the last comment. Lori Hall says both for sure. Like I said, it's a gift and a curse at the same time. Not a curse. No. Watch your language. It is not a curse. The curse would be a burden, and the burden believes in having to do something with the energy, because if you don't, then you're not worthy. So, love who you are. It is a blessing to be empathic. As long as you implement the list of boundaries and healthy steps to creating a harmonization of your empathy. We need empaths in this world. Empaths who are on point, on target, who have healthy boundaries, who are clear, consistent, and make space for intuition. Spread that energy into the world. This is not a curse. I used to believe that, though, so I do understand what you're saying. But once you get a grip on it and you know what to do with it, then you take time for yourself. Is that okay? Is that okay? Are you ready to take time for yourself today? I know you are. Wait, there's my magic sprinkles for you. Okay. I'll be back on Monday. Be well. Be sparkly. Be empathic. And then harmonize it. All right. I'll see you again. Thank you.